Okay. So good morning, guys. Here yesterday. So yesterday we started classes, and the where and order by, and later we start what now group by class. And the group by class purpose is what now we discussed in the last session. And the purpose of group by is what now. So whenever you want to do some operation on grouping data, okay. So on particular group of data, do you want to perform some aggregative operations? So there you can use what now group by class. Okay, right. Okay, now we can see this. So we said in the last session, when you need to find out to display. Here I started class here. Huh? See, I'm seriously, I'm telling that if you're not supporting me, I will not finish your batch within 60 to 70 sessions. It will take 5 months. Definitely, I will do like this. If you do like this, if you do like this, I will do like this. Every day we are coming too fastly. We want to finish. You want to also know now. So you need to how much fast you have to finish and go to search your jobs, right? You don't want to sit here 5 to 6 months now. Are you sitting here? Tell me if you're sitting means I'm also very happy, cool. One word, like a passenger. I will teach like this, like a passenger, you know now. One passenger want to cross a gate, how much time it will take, you know now. So that's why keep silence. As of now, you talk now. The 11:15 I started. Whatever 15 minutes or 20 minutes you talk. Okay. So just keep it 1.5 hours. Like okay. Again after that you can talk. If you do like this, I will be as per the schedule. I will finish. If you are giving like this means I want to not complete it ever. So I'm going to extend my batch, and later you people are suffering. Okay. So don't repeat again and again here. Why we want to waste our time? Okay. So don't repeat. Okay. So 11:15, I said I started 11:15. So I started 11:15. So 15 minutes you want to talk, you can talk anything. But 11:15, once I started, just set your all the things and don't talk again. Yeah, you have a doubts, you can come and ask me. Okay. So that is good for us. Okay. So every day I'm sitting here only now. So I'm not like this. Once I finish my class, I want to leave this class. Okay. So after your last student, when he left this room, up to there, I'm sitting here only. I didn't go anywhere. Okay, right. So now come out and see, guys. Here. So what we said in the last session. Okay. So when you need to find out the working employees in a particular company, then we need to see the count of star directly we are using in our selector statement. But this is not my requirement here. My requirement is what now? In each job, okay, how many number of employees are working? So in that cases, some particular groups of data, if you want to do, so compulsory we need to use what now? Group by classes. And the group by classes, when we applied on particular column, in that column, whatever the different values are there, every different value is going to be separated and forming one group. So like here, the clerk group separated, salesman separated, president separated, analyst and managers. So these are the separate groups. And after making groups, when you need to find out the number of people, compulsory we should give what now? Aggregative function or grouping function also we can say it. So with the help of grouping function, we will get the final result of your, okay, each group, how many number of employees are working. Okay, no? So this is what the theoretically the group by class, what it will do internally, and what is the purpose of your grouping functions, why we want to use this. Okay, right. So this is what it was going to be happen, guys, here. And now I was given in the last session the syntax also. Okay, the select column number 1 and column name 2, okay, and so on. And in the same to same compulsory, we should use what now? Grouping function name 1 and 2, okay, from your table, and group by and pass your columns. Okay, let me see. So what is my requirement here? This is my requirement to find out the number of people, okay, who are working in each job. Okay, let me come to okay, fine. So now I'm going to pass in here. So my DB 11 a.m. This is our user. Okay, now fine, and we need to set some environment settings here. Okay, now so present, come to my table. First of all, we should go to check out your table. So this is my table and the table information. And guys, here the total number of people we have here 14 employees, and out of 14 employees I need to find out from each job wise how many number of employees are working. Okay, no, so that I need to find out here. So compulsory we should go to use here. So first observe, don't write. So select star from EMP, and I'm using compulsory group by. On which column you need to apply? Job column, because we need to finding the people based on job column. So that's why I'm going to use job. But carefully observe, when I just leave like this here, what it was happened. So now you selected your star. Star means what now? All columns. So here all columns means total 8 columns we selected here. And your grouping column is job. Okay, so that means grouping column is 1, and your selected columns are 8. So when it was there here, now let me come out and see, okay, what it was happened. Your selected columns are 8, but your grouping column is 1. Okay, so when you have to perform this operation like this, what happened? It was showing some error. And what it was saying here, so not a group by expression. So whatever you selected here, this is not a group by expression. So what is your group by expression? Is job. Expression is nothing but columns. Okay, so now, so what is your group by expression? Group by column is what now? Job. But what are you selected? Star. So that means whatever you selected star, the star is not a group by expression. Okay, so that means what you understand, on which column you applied your group by, same column should be selected in my query. Okay, so your grouping column and selected column must be same. If it is different, it's not accepted. So even though, for example, let you see, I was given employee name EMP group by and now job, but still it was showing error, because what it was saying now, whatever you selected e name column, this is not a group by column. This is not a group by expression. Okay, e name is not a group by expression. Your group by expression is what now? Job. So that's why, so on which you have to apply here, same column should be selected. So now I selected here and passing where, okay, sorry, what is now? Group by. So group by of job. And now tell me guys here, your selected expression and your grouping expression both are same now? Yes or no? Yes, both are same. So then it was accepted here. So now it was done grouping. But carefully observe. So as per your job column, it was done groupings. How many groups? How many groups form? There are 5 groups are formed. So 5 groups are formed there is here. But tell me, is there any number of people here? No, it doesn't show any number of employees. It just is showing how many groups we have formed. Okay, the group by class is formed how many groups based on job column. So those groups information only it was showing. Okay, but it doesn't show number of employees who are working in each job. So because of reason why it doesn't show, means that I'm not using any aggregative function or any grouping function in my query. So there is no grouping function here. I'm just using my column. So now whenever you need to get some result, you need to get some result, then compulsory we should use what now? Grouping functions. So now I'm using grouping function. Let you see. So job, and which function is required for us? Count of star, and from EMP table, okay, and group by and job. Okay, let me see now what happened here. So I executed now and see guys. Okay, so in analyst job, how many number of people? 2. In manager, how many? 3. In clerk, how many? 4. Salesman, 4. President, 1. So now these are the number of people working in each job. For example, here we have a count of star. The operation was given here. Suppose you don't want to show operation, you want to give some name, then what I want to do? Alias names I have to create. So what I want to say alias name, number of employee. So number of employees, and from EMP, okay, and which class? Group by and job. So here instead of showing your operation, I can say it here. So number of employees, some temporary name or alias name you can go to create, and this means what now? Okay, these are number of employees. It's related to jobs. Okay, right now. Only number of people change. Column name, both are same, but only column name is different. So this is my question, what we asked in the last session. So right now, yesterday this table was taken up to syntax now, up to here. Now take this grouping also. Okay, right. So this is one example, guys. And the next example. So write a query to display sum of salary of each department number wise. To display sum of salary of each department number wise. Okay. So in the next statement is what now? I need to find out your sum of salary of each department number wise. So again, you just come back and see your table. So you have your department numbers. Okay. So the different department numbers we have it here. Can you see? So we have your 10 department, 20 as well as 30. So the same pattern, I just go to check it out. So select. Okay. So which column here? Department number. And now I'm going to using the function. Which function? Sum of sal and from EMP and group by of your department number. So now I just executed here. So now you can see the 10th department sum of salary 8750 and 20 and 30. But suppose you this department numbers is not having any proper order. Suppose you need to display your certain order. Okay. So what I want to use guys here, I want to add some order by class now. So along with this, after that, I have to use my what? Order by department number. And let me see now department numbers are having in certain order. So now it was showing 10th department and 20 and 30. Okay. So this is department number wise. That's total or sum of salaries of department numbers we find out here. The next example, write a query to display number of employee from each job along with department number wise. Okay. So I want to display number of employee from each job along with department number wise. Okay. In this case, here observed, I need to find out number of people from each job. And along with each job, what I want to display department number wise. Okay. Let me come out and see. So now I'm going to passing here. So select and department number, comma, job. And we are passing here count of star from employee table. Okay. Now I want to use group by. But can you see guys here in your selected, okay, query, how many columns you selected here? 2 columns. So here in this selected statement, how many columns you selected, the same columns should be give along with my group by. For example, if I'm giving here only one column department number, I was given now. So what it was happen if you want to execute it here, it was showing error. So that means what it was saying here, your department number is okay for that. Okay. But which column you didn't mention? job column. So job column, you are not mentioned in my group by. So compulsory, we should mention here how many number of columns are you selected. Same number of columns should be there in a group by class. Understand? Na? Here, how many columns selected? 2. Here, how many columns? 1 is matching or not matching? Not matching. So number of selected columns and number of grouping columns must and should be equal. Okay, now then only group by is going to be work. So now you can see, and now I'm using here comma, and I want to say job. Okay, now let me see the output. So carefully observe in this output, guys. Here, observe. Okay, so in 20th department number, in department number 20, how many managers are working? Only one manager. So in department number 20, we have only one manager. Understand now? Right. In the same to same, department number 10, how many managers? Only one manager. In department number 20, how many clerks? Only one clerk. Yes or no? Sorry, only two clerks. And 31. And department number 30, how many managers? One. President 10, 1. Clerk 10, 1. Salesman in 34. Analyst in 22. So these are number of people for a job along with the department numbers. Okay, so that means what it was happen if you want to properly display. Okay, so if you want to say like this here, okay, so in 10, 20, and 30, there are how many departments? 3 departments. In 10, we have a manager. How many managers? One manager is there in 10th department. In 20th department is also have a manager. How many managers? One. In 30th department is also have a manager. How many managers? One. So that means managers are having in each and every department number. So in 10th department number, one manager is there. In 20th department number, one manager, and 30th department number, one manager. This is actually the information about your output. Okay, if same as, for example, if I want to ask you, okay, for example, if I have here next, so 10 is there, next 20 is there, next 30. Now we can compare clerks. We have a 20 department. How many clerks? 2 clerks are there in 20th department. Okay, right. In clerks 10th department, one clerk is there. Okay, is there any clerk? Yes, in 30th department we have a one clerk. So here what happened? Each department, that means department number, we have a clerk. 20 is also have a clerks, and 30 is also have a clerks. Okay, if next one, if I want to go for guys here, suppose I'm passing here 10, 20, and 30. Now salesmen I have to check. So in 10th department, any salesman? No. So that means no salesman in 10th department. So 20th department? No. There is a no salesman in 20th department. 30th department? Yes. We have a salesman here. How many salesmen? 4. So that means here it means what now? There is a no salesman in department number 10 and 20. So salesmen are having only which department? 30th department. Understand? Na? So this is the mean of this output. Okay, but this output I need to display properly. So how we can display? Okay, so whatever I said now, in such a manner I need to display my output. For that output properly you want to display, there we are using some roll up and cube classes. That what it is in the next I will show you. Okay, right down below. Okay, the one more example. Write a query to find out. Okay, so number of employee, comma, sum of salary, comma, average, comma, minimum, and maximum salaries from each department number wise. Okay, right. So here in one case, I want to find out that all the things and all operations I have to do in one case. So now in this case, how we can write here? So write down, select, and first I need to take your DPT number because department number column wise we have to do, and count of star. And after that, we need to find out what now? Sum of salary. And here I will show as okay, this is number of employee. Okay, now comma, and the next I have to find out here sum of sal. So that is I will show as here sum sal. Okay, and next one is we need to find out average. So we can give it average. I can say average sal. And next we have to find out your minimum. So minimum salary. Then I want to say here min sal. Okay, and the next I have to find out what now? Max sal, and I want to show as max sal. And from the table, what is the table name here? EMP. And now we have to use group by. Okay, what is that? Department number, and later to sorting here order by department number. Which one is missed, guys? Group by. Okay, right. So now here I will take it now, this entire the things, and let me come back and see to execute it now. And now we can find out here the all people and all information we find out at a time. So in this department number 10, how many employees are working? 3 employees. Is total salary how much? 87. What is the average of department number 10? This much. And what is the minimum salary? 13. What is the maximum salary? 5,000. So like department number 20, number of people, 5 people, their total salary, 10,875. Their average salary, 2,175. Their minimum salary in this department, 800. And maximum salary, 3,000. Like in the same to same department number 30, how many employees? 6 employees. What are their total salary? 9,400. And what is average? And what is minimum? 950. And maximum salary? 2,850. Okay, so that means all aggregative functions we are using at a time in one single query statement. Okay, now, right now. Okay, right. So this is group by class guys here. So how we can go to use. And the next one is called as, what is the next class? Having. So having class, the purpose of having class is what now we can observe. So this class is also going to use for filtering rows, but when it was filtering rows means after grouping data in table. Okay, data in table. But can you remember the same kind of the mechanism will done by, okay, so which class will done the same mechanism? Okay, where class, yes or no? Yes. So where class is also, we said guys here, filtering rows before grouping the data. So here this is before grouping, we need to filter. I need to use what now? Where class here. And after grouping, if you need to filter, then we can use what now? Having class. So there is a difference here. Okay, that's point. And after we said, but this having class, whenever you want to use it here, compulsory we should use a group by. Okay, so that means it can use okay along with what is that? Group by. So because without group by, okay, we cannot use your having class here. Okay, so we cannot use your having class. So compulsory we should use a group by along with your having clause. And now this command, okay, this class is going to be used, it can use in only which command here? Select command. But where class we can use on which command? Update and update, delete and select. But it was working on only select. Okay, and what is the syntax for this? Okay, let me find out. So same as whatever the grouping I was given, the group by class syntax here, the same syntax I will be take it out. Okay, just try it now. And here after that I need to use my having offer. So here I need to pass my filtering condition. Now I want to send my filtering condition here. Okay, and now see. So in this syntax, can you find out here, having condition I was used and I was applied here. When I was applied here, after group by or before group by? After group by. So that means first your data should go and do it grouping first of all. So after grouping your data, then on that group of data, if you need to give some condition, then you can use what now? Having class. Understand now? For example, let me see. So write a query to display. Write a query to display jobs. Display jobs in which job number of employee, in which job number of employee, okay, is more than, okay, in which job number of employee is more than 3. Okay, the question you can see guys here. So what is my question? I want to display what I need to display, jobs, and I don't want to display all jobs here. I have some condition there. So what is the condition? In which job, in which job number of employee is more than 3. So now, first of all, what we want to do guys here, first I need to find out in each job how many number of employees are working. So for that purpose, I'm using what now? Group by class. Just now we did. We did or not? Yes. So just now we did this one. Okay. Now we can see here also, before you need to give the condition. What is the condition? More than 3. So this filtering condition you need to apply. But before you want to apply this condition, first of all, you should find out for each job how many number of employees are working. So every individual job you need to find out. And after finding the number of people in the job, later which jobs I wanted, more than 3 people jobs I wanted. Okay, so compulsory here we required a group by. So now I just go to do now. Okay, so how to write now guys? Select job comma count of star from EMP. What I want to use? Group by. So now job. So up to here, what happened? For each and every job wise number of employees we find out. Okay, but next my requirement is what now? I wanted all jobs or only those jobs in which we have a more than 3. Now tell me, now in which job we have a more than 3 employees? Clerk and salesman. Now what I want to do? So now I need to give a condition. But here condition purpose, some people are asking, sir, can I use a, okay, where count of star is greater than 3? Okay, some people have a doubt. So can I use a where? Because where is also used for to give us some filtering condition. So now I'm giving filtering condition here. But can you tell me guys here, the where condition, whatever I was given, this condition when I was given after group by or before group by? After group by I was given. But as per the definition of where class is going to be filtering your rows after grouping or before grouping? Before grouping. But here I was given after grouping. So immediately showing error. Okay. So that means where class you can't use after group by. It was not supported. Okay. Then what we want to do, sir, means yes. In this, okay, in this situation, we are using what now? Having and the same count of star is greater than 3. But now we can see this. The first it was what it was happened here. First up to here. First up to here, the query, what is the result? This is my result. Yes or no? This is the result. So on this grouping result, that means after grouping, whatever the result was came on that result, now which condition? Having condition is checking. Now check. 2 is greater than 3. Condition true or false? False. 3 is greater than 3. False. 4 is greater than 3. True. So this is true. Okay. Next, 4 is greater than 3. True. This is also true. 1 is greater than 3. False. So which one is satisfied? Clerk and salesman. Okay. And now tell me, now this having condition, how many comparisons done? How many comparisons here? 5 comparisons. Why, sir, 5 comparisons? Because my table is having a 14 rows now. My table is having a 14 rows, but your comparison was happen only 5 rows. What is the reason? Because reason grouping. So before grouping 14 rows, after grouping 5 rows. So that means having condition is filtering your rows after grouping. It means 5 rows are checking here, but where class is checking 14 rows. Okay, na? So now this is what the difference of where and having. Right down below. Okay. In the same pattern, one more example. So write a query to display department numbers, DEPT numbers. Okay. So department number, in which department number, sum of salary, in which department number, sum of salary, so salary is less than 10,000 rupees, is less than 10,000. Okay. So now here also you just come back and see. First, what I want to do, guys, here, department numbers wise, we need to find out sum of salaries. Okay. So this is group by, what is this? Department number. So 10, 20, 30 and having that. But I need 10,000 less than. So which departments are there? 10 and 30. So now, so what I want to use here? Having condition. So what do you say? Sum of salary is less than how much? 10,000 rupees. So now we can see 10 and 30. Right down below. Okay, right. So these are where having how it was work. But now whatever the 4 classes we discussed where order by, group by and having, suppose this all 4 classes, if I want to use in one single query, then how we can use it. Okay, right down below. So all classes, okay, in a single select statement, all classes in a single selector statement. So before that, I want to give us a syntax here. So whenever you want to use your all classes in one single statement, how it was. Let me see here the column 1 and column 2 and so on. And here I want to give my, okay, so grouping function name, okay, 1, grouping function name 1 and comma and so on. So after that, you're from, so we need to pass your table name of, and let me see, the first we need to send your filtering condition. Okay. So first one, and after that we need to send here, okay. After that we have to send here group by, and we need to pass your column 1 comma column number 2 and so on. And after that we have to send here having. Okay, so having, and here also I want to send here, so filtering condition. Okay, then after that we have to send here the final one is called as what? Order by. So column name 1 ASC or desk DSC, comma, and so on. So now, and finally I just go to close my query, so, and a semicolon. So this is all classes, and whatever the order I was given, in the same order it will be executed. Okay, right. So now we can see, and the first one, where is execute, next group, next having, and next order by. So this is execution order. Suppose if anybody asks you what is the order of execution, okay, then this is the execution of your classes. So first where class is executed, second group by class, then having, then order by. So this order we cannot change. Okay, now this order should be followed here. And in this example, in the syntax only, you can understand that here where class, whatever I return, the where class I used here before grouping or after grouping? Before grouping. Having class I used here after grouping or before grouping? So here only the difference is understand now. So where is before grouping? Having is after grouping. Okay. Let me see one example on this. All classes, how it was work. Now let me see. Come back to your table. So this is my complete working table, guys, here. The first, with the help of where class, what I want to do, I need to filter my each and every row as per my condition. So what is my condition here? So which employee's salary, which is more than 1,000? More than 1,000 employees, first I need to filter. So can you tell me, out of 14 people, more than 1,000 employee, 1,000 salary employees, how many are there? 12 people. Yes or no? Because one person is 800 and one person is 950. So I'm just going to write here. So select a star from EMP. Don't write complete. After completion of query, write down. Okay. Salary which is greater than 1,000. So up to here, if I executed this condition, so total how many rows will come? 12 rows. So 12 rows. Okay, we got it here. And the 12 employee salaries are more than 1,000 rupees out of 14 employees. Okay. Now, after where clause, how many rows? 12 rows. On this 12 rows, I need to perform grouping now. So what is my grouping here? To find out the number of employee based on department number wise. So I'm passing here the count of star, and from EMP, what is the first class? Where class. Where is greater than 1,000? Okay. So where is greater than 1,000? Okay. So where is executed first, and it was showing 12 rows. On 12 rows, department number wise, I need to do counting of people. And now we can count. Okay, these are the 12 rows people. Okay. In 10th department, how many employees? 1, 2, 3. In 20th department, 1, 2, 3, 4. In 30th department, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is when it is after where class is filter. Total number of rows 12. Out of 12, how many employees in 10th department? 3. In 20, 4. In 30, 5. So 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12. Satisfied? Huh? Yes or no? Now it was come out. And now I'm using here. Okay, now I'm using. After that, okay, what I want to use now? Group by. So group by which column? Department DEPT number column. So up to here I will execute now. What happening you can see. So DEPT number and executed now. So got it? 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. Understand now? So now here observe. After this, okay, after this, after group by, what next I have to do? In which department more than 3 employees are there? Those people I wanted. Okay. So that means how I can write here. So select a star from EMP. Next, where salary is greater than 1000. Next, group by DEPT number. Next, having, what is having? Count of star is greater than 3. The next, okay na? Up to here you can see my output is correct. Yes or no? Yes. So now 20 and 30, 24, 35. Suppose 20 that I want to short into 30, 20. Okay, if you need to short. So what I want to do now? Okay. First one is what? Where salary is greater than 1000. Yes. And after that we are using group by. Yes. And after we are using having count of star. Okay. Having count of star is 3. And what I want to use next finally? Order by department number. What I want to use? In desk. Okay. Descending order. And finally, these 4 classes I'm using along with my select statement and check out. So got it down? Yes. So this is the way the execution order of your classes when you use all classes in one selector statement, how it was working. So first executing what? Where? Second execution, group by. After that, having. After that, order by. Okay, na? Write down below. Okay, right. So this is the first four classes, and later the two more classes are there. That was what now? Roll up and cube. And these two special classes we called. Okay, so why we called these two are special classes, and purpose is what now we can see. Actually, the both classes are roll up and cube. The both classes we are going to be using guys here. So to find out subtotal and grand total. Okay, to find out subtotal and grand total based on columns. Based on columns. Okay, so both are the difference here. So both classes we are using for to finding sub and grand totals based on some columns. But now guys here you are asking doubt. So when both columns, okay, both classes finding same thing subtotal and grand total, then what is the differences between these two classes? Okay, now what is the differences between these two classes? So your main difference is observed. The difference is what now? Come to your roll up. Okay. So it was finding your subtotal and grand total. So based on a single column. Based on which column wise? Single column wise. And in the same pattern, if you want to go for your cube classes, your cube class is going to be finding, okay, your subtotal and grand total based on multiple columns wise. Based on multiple columns wise. Okay, no? So this is what the differences of roll up and cube. Okay, but these two classes, whenever you want to use, compulsory we should use a group by. So that means, okay, these two classes are these clauses are using, okay, so are using along with what is compulsory? Group by class. So that means having plus, roll up and cube. These are the three classes will be working along with the group by only. Without group by, these three classes we cannot implement here. Okay, right. So these clauses are using along with the group by. Okay, first I will give the syntax for roll up. So first observe carefully. So what is my syntax of roll up? Okay, right. So now here, some people, you have confusion here. Roll up is going to be finding subtotal and grand total based on how many columns I said? Single column. But can you see along with my group by, I was using a roll up, but I'm passing here multiple columns. Okay, now? So some little bit confusion. So now, yes, here observe. It means what, sir? So that means you can pass any number of columns. Okay, the user can pass any number of columns along with my roll up. But if you send any number of columns, either hundreds of columns you can send, but your operation will be performed based on single column only. And that column, which one? That column, which one means that column is called as a first position column. So which column is called as a leading column? Leading means, what is the leading? Leading means priority, number one, first priority. So which is leading column in your hundreds of columns? So that is only your operational column. That means first column, which column are you given there in the hundreds of columns? Which one is the first column? So based on that column only, it will be finding your subtotal and grand total. And what about remaining columns, sir? So the remaining columns are called as just for supporting columns. What it is? Supporting columns. So that means how you want to write here. I will give a comments also for your easy understanding purpose. Okay, this is what we can say. Operational column. It is which type? Which column? Operational column. Okay, and whatever the remaining things are there here, so these are called as what now? Supporting columns. These are what now? Supporting columns. Okay, so first column is called as a operational column. Okay, this one. Okay, and remaining all are whatever it was there here, these are all are called as a supporting columns we called. Okay, so this comments below you can take it. It was easy understanding. Okay, now you can see below. So I will show you example on roll up with a single column. First I will show you. Okay, example on roll up with a single column. So come back here guys and see my table. So select a start from EMP's working table and now and see that. So I need to find out the number of people working in your department number column. So as usual, you have to pass department number count of star from, okay, what is the table here? EMP. And what I need to use? Group by. And after group by, what I want to use? Roll up. Along with roll up, I'm passing how many columns? Only one column. So when I executed here, carefully see. So department number 10, number of employees are 3. Department number 20, number of employees are 5. Department number 30, number of employees are 6. So that means here 3, 5 and 6. So these are what, sir? What, sir? Come on, these are what? Subtotals. Okay, now. And here, the next one is there here. What is this here? 14. The 14 is what, sir? It's a grand total. It's a grand total. Understand now? So now subtotals and grand total. But here finding of subtotal and grand total based on how many columns? 3 columns. One column here. Oh my God. So sir is asking IAS IPS questions. You are not unable to respond. Here how many columns here? One column, and here also showing only one column na. Yes, this is your operational result. This is not a column. Are you thinking this is also column? So now, so one column basis. Okay na? Right now. Okay, right. So this is single column operation to finding subtotal as well as grand total. And the next one is what? Example on multiple columns. Okay, that means I can pass it multiple columns along with my roll up, but how it was working here, observe. Okay, come out and see, guys. So now here I'm passing the two columns I'm passing here. So first one DPT number, comma job, and I'm passing here count of star and from EMP, and we are using group by of roll up. And now we can see in my roll up, first position I'm giving department number, second I'm giving job. So roll up, what it was telling us, when you're sending multiple columns along with roll up, okay, the roll up will do your operation based on first column only. The first column is what now? Leading column. So which is your leading column in the list of columns? So based on that only, it will be performed. Okay. Now let me see. In my roll up, okay, which is first column? Department number. And carefully output also you can see. Observe carefully. Any understanding? So simple here. This much clarity was there. Why are you confused? Here, can you see carefully here? This is department number 10. Department number 10, number of employees, sir, how many is showing? 3. So in department number, total number of employees are how many? 3. Out of 3, one person is a clerk, one person is a manager, one person is a president. So if I'm asking how many number of employees are working in department number 10, so we are saying that 3. Out of 3, what are these positions? If I want to know, out of 3, one is a clerk, out of 3, one is a manager, out of 3, one is a president. So total strength of department number 10, 3. In 3, one clerk is there, one manager is there, and one president is there. So who was not there here? Analyst is not there, salesmen are not there. Okay, na? So that is a clarity. Next, come to department number. What is this? 20. So total number of people under department number 20. How many people are there here? 5 people. So this is 5. Okay, na? Out of 5, how many clerks? 2 clerks. How many analyst people? 2 analysts. And how many managers? 1 manager. So that means who was not there in 20th department? Salesman is not there. President was not there. Remaining people are there. Next come to, what is this here? 30. In 30th department, how many number of people? 6 people are there in 30th. So 6 people are there. Out of 6, how many clerks? Okay, 1 clerk. How many managers? 1 manager. How many salesmen? 4 salesmen. Who was not there? Analyst and president. So this is department numbers wise total people, and in that total, who is who? Okay, so how many clerks, how many managers, how many sales, how many analysts, how many presidents? Okay, so can I say now year 3, year 5, and year 6? Can I say these are subtotal? These are subtotal. Yes, subtotal of which column? Come on. Department number column. Department number column. Na? It's clearly showing na. And finally, here, one more is there. This is what? So this is grand total. So this grand total is also finding based on which column? Department number column. Okay, but how many columns I'm passing? Two columns. So, but your operations are finding department number. And what about job? It's just for supporting column. It's just for supporting column. Clear now? So now this is what. Suppose if you want to get a more clarity, again I will change my query now. Careful observe. Now this time I am passing like this. I'm changing my count of star and from EMP, so group by, and what is this? Roll up off. And now this time what I'm giving? Job I'm giving first position and second position is DEPT number. And see the output of my first query and second query results. Can you find out carefully? You can understand that. Okay. This is my second query result and this is first query result. Do you have any changes? Yes, definitely we have a changes here. And here, what is changes here? Observe. In this, what happened? Job column wise, your subtotal grand total was find out. Suppose here clerks. Clerk is grouping. How many clerks? How many clerks? Four clerks. The four people has a clerks. So now, out of four clerks, one clerk is working on which department? 10. Two clerks are there in which department? 20. One clerk is there in which department? 30. Having clarity? So I have in my company, I have how many clerks? Four clerks. Out of four clerks, who is in which department? So one is department number 10. Two is department number 20. And one is department number 30. Total clerks, 4. Out of 4, one is 10, 2 is 20, one is 30. In the same pattern, let me come out analyst. Come out and see. Analyst, how many people here? 2 people analyst. And these 2 analyst people working under which department? 20. So that means there is no analyst in 10th department. There is no analyst in 30th department. Okay, now? Right. And the next one is what now? Managers. So how many managers? 3 managers are there. The 3 managers are working in which department? One is 10th department, one is 20, one is 30. So I have a 3 managers and 3 managers, one manager in 10, one manager in 20, one manager in 30. Next one is what now? Salesmans. So how many salesmans here? Total number of salesmans? 4. So the 4 salesmen are there, but unfortunately, these 4 salesmen are working under department number 30. So is there any salesman in 10 and 20? No, no salesman in 10, no salesman in 20. Okay. And finally, who is this finally? President. So president was there. So how many presidents? One president only. And this one president was having in the which department? 10. So there is no president in 20. There is no president in 30. So now can I say year 4, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 1. Can I say what? Subtotals. But subtotals on which column? Job column. Okay, fine. And what is the below here? 14 is there. The 14 is what we called grand total. On which column basis? Again, job column basis. Okay, now? So that means here the priority is what now? Which columns are you given in the priority of roll up? Okay. So based on that only, your operations will be performing. Yes or no? And remaining column, here what happened? Your department number is which type of column? Just a supporting column for job column. Differences understand now? Write down this. The both you have to take, okay? The both example you have to take and practice and see your output, then you will get some idea. The both examples I'm giving now. So job wise as well as department number wise, the both examples you can try it and check what is the differences. So in this example, okay, leading column is what now? Department number. In this example, so leading column is what now? Job. So leading means first column, okay? Complete. Hmm. So same as here, say roll up, either one column when you're sending, there is no confusion here and nothing was happened. But when you're sending your multiple columns like a 3, 4, 10, 20, 40, whatever it is, but your focus is leading column. So you can send it here hundreds of columns, but first column is only operation. Remaining 99 columns are supporting columns. Okay. In the same pattern, these are roll up. So working and performing based on single column. You can send any number of columns, but performing only single column. Okay. But next one is what now? Cube. Cube, what we said, it was performing your subtotal and grand total based on multiple columns wise. Okay. Let me come back and see the syntax of this below. Write down the syntax for cube. So the same syntax, I just give it here, just cube. Okay. But here you have to say there is no, okay, supporting columns. Then all columns are called as what now? What? Operational columns. So give a comment. Here I'm saying here, all columns are operational columns. Okay, right. So this is cube, and cube, how it was work and examples we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Okay, and maximum tomorrow I will finish this classes. If it is possible, I will start at one more new concept, joins. Okay, the joins are very important and big concept. Okay, now, right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. First table 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Second table 1, 2, 3, 4. Between these two tables, they are using inner loop. So what's the option? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct answer. Okay. So all the best. And this is next one. No problem. Practice more. Clear screen. Clear screen. Clear screen. Clear screen. CL అంటే clear. SCR అంటే screen. అంటే ఆ SQL ప్లస్ ఎడిటర్ లో మనం ఏదైతే రాసామో అదంతా క్లియర్ అయిపోతుంది. జస్ట్ లైక్ మనకి అంతకు ముందు ఆన్సర్స్ ఉంటుంది. CLR అని వస్తుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Oracle is not available. Oracle correct అయిపోతే సర్వీసెస్ చూసారా? మళ్ళీ రీసెర్చ్ చేసుకోండి.
I was just wondering in the class whatever you are teaching, I understand both, but since you have covered a lot of things, I want to practice those. Is there any website where I can practice these modules?
Oracle tutorial W3C schools. Okay, so these are. That's alias. Here I was given option. Alias is option. I can put a David or not. That's something. Yeah, that's the effect of the round. Okay. Sir? Lab is there. Okay, websites. W3C schools are there. W3C. 3C schools. Oracle tutorials.com. Oracle study to night.com. Study to night. इसमें देख सकते हैं आप. ఏం చేయాలి అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ వన్ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేది సేమ్ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేది బోత్ సైడ్స్ ఉంటే మాత్రమే ట్రిమ్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తుంది. డిఫరెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉంటే దానికి లాజిక్ రాసుకోవాలి. ఇలా రాదు. ఓన్లీ సేమ్ కమింగ్ క్లాస్ చెప్తాను. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఓకే,
Oracle install చేసుకుంటే ఇలా వస్తుంది.
చేసుకుంటున్నావా?
సార్ ఎంత డౌన్లోడ్ చేసినా మళ్ళీ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ ఎంత వస్తుంది సార్?
ఎస్ కొడుతుంటే ఏమొస్తుంది?
కొడుతుంటే మళ్ళీ సేమ్ అదే ప్రాసెస్ చూపిస్తాను. నార్మల్గా వస్తుంది, మన డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకో అది అట్లానే వస్తుంది, ఎక్స్ట్రా అవ్వట్లేదు.
ఎస్ కొట్టిన ప్రొసీజర్ కంటిన్యూ అవుతుందా?
మళ్ళీ ఎలాగే నార్మల్గా అంతా వస్తుంది.
డౌన్లోడ్ కరెక్ట్ చేస్తారా?
చేసాం.
ఇది ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తారా? ఫస్ట్
చేసాం,
ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ ఫైల్ చేస్తారా?
2 times మాకు ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసాం సార్. అలానే చెప్తే మళ్ళీ చేశాను, డౌన్లోడ్స్ అన్ని డిలీట్ చేశాను, అలానే వస్తుంది.
ఏది మీరు ఓఎస్ ఏంటి పెట్టి ఓఎస్ ఒకసారి చూడండి. విండోస్ 8
సార్
MySQL SQL ప్లస్ MySQL డిఫరెంట్. Oracle మార్చుకుంటే అలా పడిపోతుంది సార్. Oracle డిఫరెంట్, MySQL డిఫరెంట్ అమ్మా. సో సేమ్ సార్. క్రియేట్ చేస్తానా? ఇది మన యూజర్ నేమ్ ఏం పెట్టాలి? MyDB 11 ఏమని పెట్టాను?
సార్ విండోస్ వర్షన్ 10 సార్.
అదేనా? విండోస్ 10 సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది మరి.
4GB 1TB విండోస్ 10 సార్.
యాషెస్ మీరు యాడ్ చేయడం, ప్రతి నేమ్ యూజర్ నేమ్ ముందు యాషెస్ యాడ్ చేసుకోండి. ఎందుకంటే మీకు క్లౌడ్ రిఫరెన్సెస్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ అవ్వలేదు. సో కాబట్టి మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా సరే కొత్తగా క్రియేట్ చేసి స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి. ఓకేనా? సి యాషెస్ MyDB. ఓకే, నేను గ్రాండ్ పర్మిషన్స్ ఇచ్చేస్తాను. ఇవ్వాలి, చూపిస్తాను. కనెక్ట్ అవుతారు కదా, కనెక్ట్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు యూజర్ నేమ్ పెట్టేటప్పుడు శ్రీ యాషెస్ ఇవ్వాలి. శ్రీ యాషెస్ MyDB 11 అయ్యాలి. మీ పాస్వర్డ్ వచ్చేసి MyDB 11 అయ్యాలి. ఓకే, రెడీ చేసేస్తాం. అంత ఉంటాయి కదా ఇందులో పంపించారు కదా. లింక్ రాలేదా? గూగుల్ క్లాస్ లింక్ రాలేదా?
నేను చెప్తున్నాను సార్, రోజు చేస్తాను.
ఒకసారి సందీప్ పక్కన ఆయనకు 60 సందీప్ నెంబర్ తీసుకొని మీరు
ఎలా సార్
డౌన్లోడ్ చేసావు కానీ ఇదే ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది కదా.
డౌన్లోడ్ చేసిన అది మళ్ళీ ఎస్ఎల్ తర్వాత ఇలానే వస్తుంది సార్. నార్మల్
2 సార్లు డౌన్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నావు కదా.
నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ తర్వాత చూసాను సార్, తర్వాత చూసి అలా చూస్తాను.
ఒక మంచి లాస్ట్ ఫైనల్ చేయండి. మీ దగ్గర ఈ డౌన్లోడ్స్ ఫైల్స్ ఫోల్డర్స్ అవన్నీ డిలీట్ చేసేస్తాయి. మొత్తం Oracle ఏదైతే C డ్రైవ్ ఉంటుందో Oracle మొత్తం అన్నీ డిలీట్ చేసేసి ఒకసారి రీస్టార్ట్ చేయండి. రీస్టార్ట్ చేసిన మళ్ళీ డౌన్లోడ్ చేయండి. డౌన్లోడ్ చేసిన అలా కూర్చొని అది తీసుకుంటాను. నేను ట్రై చేస్తాను. ఓకే, అట్లా మెంటర్ ఉంటారా? పార్టీ చెప్తారా? అట్లా మెంటర్ ఉంటారా? చెప్తాను, మెంటర్స్ ఉంటారు. కానీ ఇప్పుడు MySQL ఇది అసలు తీసుకోండి. గూగుల్ క్లాస్ లో క్లియర్ ఇచ్చాను కదా లింక్. స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకోండి, మొబైల్ ఓపెన్ తీసుకో, స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకోండి. కరెక్ట్గా అదే వెళ్ళి గూగుల్కి వెళ్ళి అదే టైప్ చేయండి.
అర్థమవుతున్నా కానీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడానికి
చేస్తేనే మీకు ఇంకా బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది, కాన్ఫిడెంట్ వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? ఆ లింక్ మీద వెళ్ళి ఆ స్టెప్స్ అలాగే స్టెప్ 1, స్టెప్ 2, స్టెప్ 3 అవి యాస్టిస్ ఫాలో అవ్వండి. ఫాలో అయ్యి మీరు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ చేయండి. ఒక అయిందంటే అయింది, లేదంటే నా దగ్గర తీసుకుంటే నేను చూస్తాను. నాకు పని చెప్పి ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఓన్లీ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసి పెట్టండి, క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటే నేను ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే.